Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's game of the Call of Cthulhu. Without further ado, let's meet our players. And for once, let's go reverse side. Jen.
Hey, I'm playing Betsy the Bitter. She's a gangster.
All right. Kit.
I'm playing Trixie. She's an occultist. Very, very talented lady.
And an excellent drawer. Leslie.
I am playing Hazel, who is a bootlegger.
And Jacqui.
I am playing Raymond, who is a driver.
All right. Well, without further ado, let's get back to the story. So, last we left off, our party was hired to investigate some troubles in a mining expedition in South Dakota. Some people have been dying, some of them taking their own lives, and quite a few of the miners have been sick and in a very, very bad situation. They have come to the mining expedition, discovering that the person who hired them died. Upon further examination, it turns out that he took also his own life. They saw some symbols, tried to draw those symbols, asked a little bit around, discovered that many of those people had some very bad nightmares, that trouble started like a few months ago in a mining shaft called the shaft A28. And, they discovered that apparently the natives that were part of the crew also had theories about some evil that would have been awakened in the hill. Where we left our investigators, they took a good night rests, except perhaps for Trixie, who had a very disturbed night. Just so you know, Trixie, because of what you have experienced this night, for the time being, all of your rolls are going to be with a penalty die.
Okay.
So keep that in mind for the moment.
Re-rolling the 10s? Is that what that
You
one
re-roll
is?
the 10s and you keep the worst of those.
Okay.
All right. You guys wake up not to the sound of, pretty birds and nice forest sounds, but to a sound of a big ruckus outside. It seems that the crowd is severely agitated. What do you do?
Go outside and see what's going on.
Okay. As you open the door, you see most of the workers are currently gathered in front of the Scott's office, and they are pissed. They are yelling, "Give us our checks so we can leave!" And they're there's some sort of riot happening right now. They're all gathered. The quartermaster, Jack, is trying to keep everyone calm, but failing miserably. There's a lot of agitation for some reason.
Is there anybody in the crowd who's more calm that we could maybe pull aside and ask them what's going on?
Make a psychology check.
Few of these 10s. Oh, let's see. Apparently, disadvantage is what I need to succeed because both of those succeeded. Yes,
Reverse
that's
psychology
regular success.
Okay. You do manage to find one miner that seems to be a little bit, not calmer, but more disposed to answer to you. You talked to him yesterday. He's like, oh, it's bad. 6 more miners turned out sick this morning. Ooh. There's like 12 now. This is getting bad. People try to leave. They want to get their checks and get the fuck out of here. It's very bad.
6 more that were not sick at all yesterday are sick today?
Yeah.
Okay.
They were completely fine yesterday.
Right now?
Yeah, they are. Right now, everyone is yelling at Scott. He can't do anything, poor guy, but they are very, very angry. Some of them actually already left. They didn't even want to cash in their last paycheck. They just want to keep their lives. They left. As if you look at his office, you do see him peeking through a window, trying to see the amount of people being angry. And next to Jack Coleman, who's trying to calm everyone, you see Sheriff Updike, who is also here.
Oh, yeah, he's
You
not
would-
good for calming anybody down.
Gonna
You would
push my
also
way-
notice that Jack has a gun to his side now.
Oh,
Gonna push my way through. Morning, Sheriff. Looks like you got a fun day today.
Yeah, you don't say. Everyone is so fucking busy, and I don't know what to do about this. Right now, we have armed just team leaders and the higher ups, but this is for their own safety. This thing is getting out of control. Did you find anything?
The ladies found one or two little things.
Oh, please act more nonchalant. That's what we need right now. Fucking civilians. He just puts his hat back, just taps Jack on the back, and leaves. He goes onto his pickup truck and just leaves.
good.
Bye, Nick.
Good job, Ray.
He gestures you all to just come in. You try to make your way through the people, and he leads you inside the office where you can find Scott on the chair, his head in his hands. He is not having a good day. Oh, guys, you're here. Yeah, we're in trouble, as you can see. This is bad.
Sounds like it.
Yeah, did you find anything yesterday? Do you have any leads? Because right now we need a solution.
Just gonna look back at the ladies because they found far more than Ray did.
Well, we found the markings on the wall, but I think we need to talk to some of the natives to see, because they seem to have some knowledge about it. So we wanted to go talk to them. I had a very disturbing dream last night.
To when you say that, his head kind of perks up, dreams.
Yeah, there was this giant worm, and I felt like I was being watched and being chased.
What the fuck is going on?
Were people
I don't
having
understand.
dreams here? Was that part of the?
Well,
Was that part of the thing that people?
Every single of the miner who took their own life right now mentioned that they had some bad nightmares. I mean,
Yeah,
I put
that's
that
what I thought.
on the account of people being, very skittish about having some people getting sick and dying. But if even you got one and you just got there, something worse is happening.
Did
you said you
anybody
wanted to talk to the natives?
A giant, yeah, we do want to do that today. But did anybody mention seeing a giant worm, or feelings of being watched or chased in their dreams?
He thinks for a bit. For the life of, I cannot remember. I mean, at the time, we didn't really take that into consideration. These are just nightmares,
Right.
There was no need for us to actually take. Fuck, what's happening? Did we miss something? He is very agitated. He's in over his head.
Yeah, I think we want to talk to the new people that were fine yesterday and not fine today, and then I think we want to head out to the reservation today.
Yeah, that could be done. I mean, Jack knows the way. If you want, I can just get a few horse and he can lead you there.
Yeah.
It should.
Is that what we want to do?
Should not take more than 2 hours to get there.
Okay.
I want to
And
go
at least
up to
it gets one of your men off site for a while as well, for a bit of safety.
Yeah, that couldn't hurt. What were you saying, Leslie?
I was just gonna say, I want to go up to him and just tell him quietly, these aren't your pay. This isn't your money. It's not worth you ending up dead.
Yeah, but they're all counting on me. Like, I have all the miners on my ass. I have the head office on my ass. I need to take care of this. This is a
I'm
problem.
just saying, if things get bad while we're gone, like,
Yeah. I mean, but at the moment, there's not much I can do. I mean, I relayed the miners' demands to NWI, but they haven't answered yet. I mean, we have to go to fucking Windy Point to get the message across, so I don't think I'm going to have an answer for them anytime soon. I would rather, help you guys instead of, dealing with the fucking mob outside. Well, let me just see things through with Jack, make sure that he has like everything that you would require. Do you need anything for the trip, or is there something you require?
I don't think anything other than, some supplies if we need to camp or
Yeah.
I don't,
Basic
just in
rations
case.
and the horses.
Basic ration, right?
Yeah, not a problem. They're usually in the bags that are with the horses, so it shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, the saddlebags.
We will
Okay.
we will set up everything. Would you be okay for leaving in an hour or so?
Yeah, that'll give us a
Okay.
chance to talk to some people in the infirmary.
Okay, let me get on it. He gets out of the office and starts talking to Jack. So, is there some preparation you would like to do beforehand? Did you have some other things you wanted to investigate before?
The people who are now sick, I think, is who we were going to talk to next.
Yeah.
Okay. So, going to the infirmary, there's a distinct lack of people in front of it. They are avoiding it like the plague.
Yeah.
And coming inside, you see Doc Simmons, who is exhausted. He obviously woke up earlier than he wanted to. And among the 6 that were very, very sick the moment you arrived, 2 of them are just shells. They're barely even breathing anymore. It's a very, very disturbing sight. The 6 new ones are currently, panicking, very, understandably so, and trying to understand what's happening. One of them is a young one, blonde, early 20s, and he's crying. He's completely sobbing. He says he doesn't want to die. He's terrified.
Is there one that seems calmer again? So I don't want to get somebody who's already upset.
One of them is, but he's not necessarily calmer, but at the very least he seems more composed. He doesn't seem to be panicking. He's more angry than panicky. So depending on what angle you want to go through, that might be a good choice.
Yeah. Okay.
He's a burly man with a very thick beard, and he's just like hands crossed like that. What do you want?
Well, we're trying to figure out what's going on here, and I was wondering if you could help us out. We're trying. I know we're trying to do it as fast as we can. So, did you have any dreams last night? Do you have any headaches? That seems to be a reoccurring symptom.
He thinks to himself between 2 coughs. Yeah, I mean, I haven't been sleeping well lately, but I mean, it's just bad dreams. It shouldn't make me cough fucking blood, for God's sake.
It shouldn't, but if everybody's having the same kind of dreams, it's something. What do you remember what you dreamed about?
Make a psychology check.
Ooh, that's not good.
Nope.
Disadvantage.
You try to kind of guide him in the conversation, try to help him remember, but he doesn't seem to really remember. He's too disturbed by the fact that right now he's coughing up blood.
Yeah. Do I have a headache? Because I know some of the people that had dreams also had a headache.
At the moment, no. You feel exhausted. You feel particularly, like you still feel a bit paranoid. Like you haven't shaken up that feeling that something is watching you, but no headache at the moment.
Okay. You guys have any questions you think he might be able to answer for us?
Okay.
No. Then whenever the horses are ready,
Okay, not a
we
problem.
head out.
Actually, I did. Well, do you think we should
What do
ask
you think?
Scott? Is it Scott? Is he?
Scott,
Is it his?
the
Yeah, okay.
geologist.
Yeah. Do you think we
Yeah,
should
Scott
ask him
was.
about the accounting reports and about the pitch blend that's been missing and stuff? We found.
Oh, that's right.
We found that the previous director had been covering up the numbers, and there's a ton that's been going missing.
Yeah, if we want to talk to him about that while we're waiting for the horses,
Also,
that's probably a
while
good
we're
idea.
just quickly while we're still in the infirmary, with this older gent, had he been anywhere near A28?
He's looking at you like, A28? He's been closed for 2 months. We haven't gone there in a while. I mean, the moment that everything has like collapsed and shit, we didn't go there.
Before the cave.
We even removed. Yeah, before before the cave-in, no. I did help them remove all the, the elevator, the basic equipment there, but that's it. I haven't actually gone into the shaft. You think it's related? Should I have not gone there?
It's
sure
just a
you're
hunch at
fine.
the moment.
Just
I'm gonna-
collecting
You're gonna be
information
okay.
and ruling things out at this
Yeah.
point.
You know,
I'm
something
gonna
bad
chill
there,
while
something
it's-
bad here. Could be a link, could be not.
You better find out what's happening because
Don't you worry,
I am
we're
not-
looking at it.
I'm not dying for that shit salary that they gave us. Okay?
How much are you
relay
getting
that to
paid?
Wallace. I'm sorry?
How much are you getting paid?
Well, he seems to be, hesitating to talk about money, but make a... I would say make an appraisal check.
Oh yeah, we're all so good at that, right?
That's gonna go great.
Well, I got to go higher,
Actually,
so
not that bad. So.
Right, because you didn't get.
I rolled a 14 and it's a 15. Oh,
Nice.
No way!
Don't forget to check it off. You get to increase it again.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right. So the number he gives you is definitely lower than what you are used to, as your line of work usually does, but it seems pretty fair considering his
Standard.
job. Yeah, it seems
Okay.
standard, even a little bit above standard, I would say.
So
So he's not
the danger.
he's not complaining that he's underpaid for what he does. He's more saying that he's underpaid for what he's going through.
Yeah,
makes
it's
sense.
not part of the job requirement. Or
Exactly. Yeah.
No one wants to get paid to die.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Okay. So you wanted to go check with Scott before?
Yeah.
Okay. So you find him. Oh, well, everything has been arranged. The horses are getting ready as we speak. Is there something else you need?
I don't
Hazel.
remember who saw. I don't remember who found it, so I don't. I just wrote very sparse notes on
Oh
it.
yeah, I read the
Okay.
bank stuff. With my
I'll let
amazing
I
you
remember that
notes.
one of you managed to, decipher everything, and
Yeah,
another
that
one
was
actually
right.
managed to get it out. So you show him those reports.
Yeah,
What do you say about those?
just look at them. They don't add up.
He kind of looks at them.
And I'll point out the discrepancies that I found the night before.
Okay. Oh, thank you. Thank you for pointing. I would not have been able. How did you find this? That's
Yeah,
That's a
surprised
lot.
I did actually, but yeah, it is.
that is a ton of Are those numbers accurate? Because if
How
so,
would
a ton of pitch blend is missing. That's not normal.
Where do the materials go after they are mined? Like,
Oh, well, usually they are sent in one of the, treatment plants and just, refined a bit, but definitely not here. They're usually sent to the closest city, I would say. Closest big city at the very least. But if what you're showing me is true, there's a lot of pitchblende that has been mined that is completely missing and that has not even been sent. That is weird. How did he get past everyone? How did nobody notice this?
where
But
would
I
he
was just
put
going
it
to
all?
ask if there was other vehicles that
Mm-hmm.
were here for some reason that could have carried it out that may have been, it's the supply truck and it's leaving empty, but it's actually leaving with some pitchblende in it.
Not really. I mean, we are remote enough that we would notice if some unknown truck would come in. The only trucks that have come in and out are our own.
How many
The
people are up
alcohol?
at night?
Up at night, well, lately, none. When everyone started to, get sick and everything, they just stopped going above and beyond, So right now, the night shift has been canceled until we have a shred of answers.
And this has been happening in the last few months.
It has. I mean, it must be,
Looks a
considering
bit
the numbers you showed me.
suspicious.
Did anyone else wake up last night? Because I woke up halfway through the night and I heard some low grumbling noise. There's nobody
no.
here.
And
Grumbling
yeah,
noise. I didn't hear shit. What direction was that?
exactly.
I'm not sure. I woke up, I heard it, and then the noise just disappeared.
That's surprising. I mean, depends
Had
if
any
you're okay
trouble
with
with
that, but we
animals
can.
in the area?
Oh no. With
So
the amount
not
of noise
that
that we
then, is
do,
it?
animals don't even go any close. But we could maybe set up camp during the night or something. Maybe watch the trucks or have some people watch over. I mean, if what you showed me is true with all the numbers, I don't really know who to trust right now.
Okay.
But we could definitely try that.
When did the numbers start and when did the sickness start? Like people getting sick?
Make an intelligence check.
Oh, okay. Come here, duckies.
Come on, Betsy, you got this.
Come on, Bets.
Just a regular success.
Okay, Betsy the smarter. So putting together the dates that you can see on the paper and the dates that you have been explained so far, there does seem to be a match. All the minerals that seem to have been missing started up a little bit after people started to get sick.
So a little bit after?
A little bit after.
Okay.
It's a bit fuzzy, because you don't really know when the numbers have been cooked, but
Based on
the first discrepancy that you found were roughly at the same time.
Okay.
What would somebody need that much pitchblende for? Like,
that makes no sense to me. I mean, it's used to color glass. I mean, unless someone wants to build a gigantic glass house, I have no idea. Makes no sense.
Not used for anything else?
Not that I know of. But that's kind of my job. At the very least, I don't see any other use for it. It's honestly a very boring mineral, if you ask me.
Yeah, I think we'd spot a giant greenhouse springing up out of nowhere.
Especially in the middle of the forest.
So there's no unexplained vehicles that could have been carting it away. Is there a dump site or something where somebody could be squirreling it away for whatever reason?
He thinks a little bit. He just tries to remember the camp, the layout, and is like, No, not really. We are really isolated right now, right here. So if there was somewhere they could have dumped that, we probably would have seen it. At the very least, we would have seen them come in and steal it.
Yeah.
What exactly does it do to glass? Like you said, it colors glass, but like, what does it end up looking like? Would we be able to tell if glass had been colored by pitch blend visually?
Well, considering that you didn't really hear about pitch blend before, you would not really see the difference. It's mostly to give it a little tint, but I mean, hard to say without actual expertise for that.
Okay.
I mean, if you show me some glass, I could probably tell you, but I would probably need to see it. But it's very subtle.
Okay. Because we did visit the tavern or whatever, and they get their alcohol from the city. They said.
We do. Well, if you want, we can quickly check out the bottles there or the glasses. If this is something you would like to check.
I wouldn't mind.
Okay. He takes you to the back exit of the office, trying to avoid as much of the riot as he can.
I mean, I could have brought back a bottle, I guess. Put your life in mortal danger, but whatever.
You gather that he's trying to, he's looking for any excuse to get out of the office at this point. He leads you to the bar, and you start checking out the different bottles, the different glasses. Nope.
While we're doing that, can I refill my flask?
Oh yeah. Do you do it openly, or do you just try to sneakily do it?
I will try to sneak, I guess.
Okay. Make a stealth check.
You always got a little rogue in you.
I know. I just can't help it. Where am I at? Nope, that's a fail.
Nope. You see the barman who's like, "Hey, buddy, just ask."
I mean, I'll pay for it,
Yeah, of course you are. Come on.
I just smile.
He just gestures you to coming and starts filling up the flask.
Okay.
And before you leave, he pours 2 glasses and just cheers with you.
Oh, yeah.
To good health, I guess. And he gulps it. Looking at the glass and the bottles, Scott seems very convinced that this is definitely not pitch blend related. He explains that you would probably have some sort of weird green hue to it.
Okay.
And no, it definitely doesn't seem. It's like run-of-the-middle glass, reinforced glass, because the miners are probably a little bit burly people. But except from that, it's just regular glass.
Okay.
Okay.
Nope, I'm satisfied.
Okay.
Knock the drink back.
So, do you all go to the reservation, or did part of you wanted to do something else?
I want to go to the reservation. Do we want to stick together?
I think it would be better.
Yeah, I'm hesitant to explore separately.
Exactly. Yes, so we're all gonna go.
Yep, fine to me.
Okay. So you get to the north side of the camp where usually all the stables are, and horses have been prepared for you, one for each. How many of you feel that they would be comfortable with horses?
I'm guessing
Just to check.
not.
Probably not for Trixie.
I grew up on a farm, so.
I grew up in an orphanage, so no.
Yeah, I'm a city girl. I don't think.
Okay, not a problem.
Is there even a thing for that?
There is actually. Yep, there is a skill for that, but I'm gonna say with the help, with the help of Jack and the bootlegger, everyone just managed to find your bearings around the horses. It takes a little bit of time for you to get the hang of it. I mean, especially you, Ray, you're like not very used to, that kind of horsepower. So
Yeah.
it's very unsettling. But
4 wheels, not 4 legs, please.
yeah. So he leads you in the forest. The atmosphere is a bit humid, a bit cold, but overall it's still a pretty sight. Considering all the badlands that you had to go through, seeing all those trees, a few animals here and there, feels nice, feels refreshing. Could everyone do a spot hidden, please?
Got you guys. Oh!
Ooh,
That is
I have
a
a success.
extreme success.
all right.
Just a regular success for Ray.
Regular success too.
Ooh,
Okay. What about Trixie?
and up for my disadvantage.
Okay. Betsy, part of your
Disadvantage
job
did not work at my favor.
part of your job is being a little cautious, a little bit paranoid. After an hour or so of riding through the woods, you start to see some movements, not too far. Behind you, on the side, you feel like you're being followed. And after you do you point it out to the other people or not?
Yes.
Okay. As you point that out, Trixie is completely oblivious to it. You're just riding. But the other ones, you start to feel rustling in the leaves, and comes from every direction. You see something behind you. You see some moving on the right, on the left. Somebody is definitely keeping an eye on you. Do you keep going?
How close are we?
Right now, Jack says that you're probably half an hour away.
It's probably them. So, let's just keep going. They'll stop us if they don't want us to come closer.
Okay.
We're riding in slowly with purpose and not in a threatening manner, so.
And they know Jack.
You keep going a little bit further, and the noises are getting a little bit more insistent. You are feeling more and more pressure from this. It seems to turn around you and to keep a closer and closer distance as you continue. And after a while, in the path just in front of you, you see this tall, very muscular native guy who's just aiming a rifle at you. Do not go any further, company man. And he's aiming at you guys. And as he says that, the noises start to gather closer to you, and you see another one, and another one of those natives. You see 5 of them now surrounding you, all aiming at you with their rifles.
I'll put my hands up. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
Same.
we are not company men. We are
He
here
is. We're
to
not.
help.
Right.
Yeah.
We have never heard a company man saying that before. What are you gonna do this time? Take our land again? Sell it back to us again?
I don't know. That's ridiculous. We
You
just
don't
just want
say.
to talk.
we just want answers to a few questions if you have them. If you can answer them there, we'll just turn around. We don't even have to come any closer.
He aims at you with very, very deep focus. He just spits on the ground. It's like, I have nothing to answer to you. Now if you do one step closer, I will shoot.
We're looking.
And so will my
we're looking
friends.
into the sickness and the dreams.
Don't you see that you caused that? Stupid white people. And he's aiming very intensely at you. And as the tension grows stronger and You seem to be in some bit of a standoff at this point. You hear a voice a little bit further. Redfoot, stop! They're not company men. He turns around and you see another Native American, but he seems more, dressed more, as the kind of clothes that you're used to. They're not company men. Tommy wants to see them. That old fool. You know the rules. Go away, Redfoot. He whistles to the other guys, just lowers their rifles, and leave. He gives you such a death glare going away. Do you actually make that face, Betsy?
Yeah.
Okay. Make a... hold on. I'm gonna roll this one.
I was looking down, making a note. What face did you make? Oh, no!
You know Betsy doesn't take authority very well.
You do see that he's watching you very intensely, and he will probably remember your face.
I mean, it's hard to
The guy-
forget.
Forget.
Yeah,
The guy
but
who just arrived.
yeah, have you got your scars on show at the minute, Bets?
The guy who just arrived comes closer with his hand up in a non-threatening fashion, and Jack goes to you. It's okay. I know him. That's William. That's the reservation sheriff. Hey, man. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
Redfoot is kind of a bit of a problem in this area right now.
Yeah,
I'm
the
sorry
other
about
sheriff
him.
is as well, so we get it.
Yeah.
No. Oh, well, William is the reservation sheriff, or
Yeah.
No, the
Red-
guy, the
Yeah. Updike is the sheriff
Okay,
from
yeah.
out of town
No,
that
okay.
took care of the
town.
mine.
Yeah,
Will-
he's the obnoxious
yeah.
one.
Well,
Is
I was just trying to
Redfoot
figure
a
out between
regular
Redfoot
native,
or yeah,
is he the
Redfoot or
sheriff?
William.
He is like a regular native, but he's taking care of everything law related.
Okay.
Okay,
Mm.
that was confused, but I thought you
He-
meant William was the.
Yeah, no, he introduces
same here.
himself as William Jackrabbit.
William Jackrabbit.
And the guy who just threatened you was John Redfoot.
Yeah, I had his name
He
earlier.
William
He
looks
was-
at you all and says,
Oh yeah.
well, you're not gonna believe it, but you are expected. Please follow me.
Alright.
And he leads you to the reservation. He does not say a word for the whole trip. He just leads you, just points out the place where the horses might trip, but he doesn't say much. As he leads you, he brings you to some very small shack at the end of the end of a ravine. It's very, very small, very makeshift, I would say, but cozy. As he leads you inside, you see what probably looks like the oldest person you have ever seen in your life. His skin has, how can I say? His face is full of, wrinkles and almost like ravines on his face. His eyes
And those
are,
dried apple people. When they
yeah,
cut
yeah,
into dried
Skin
apples
turned
and
to
just
leather.
yeah.
absolutely. His eyes are dark and very, inside their orbits. His hair, silver for apparently a long time, goes up down to his waist. He's just sitting there and watching you. And in an English that is absolutely spotless, he gestures you, please sit down. And William introduces him as Tommy Morningstar. And he's apparently the medicine man, the sort of elder in the tribe. I knew that you were coming. The owl told me. He told me that strangers were gonna come and they were going to be very important. In the years to come, they would cross the oceans and go to the moon, fighting to stop the darkest spirits from entering the world. I know why you came. It is about the mines, right?
The people.
Please sit.
Is
I
he
have a
sitting on the
story to
I would have
tell
already
you.
said.
Yeah.
Sorry?
I would have
think we-
said the first time. Yeah.
Yeah. First time he offered,
Yeah.
I'm down.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's just sitting on the ground. Yeah. Done.
He rustles the fire in the middle of the shack a little bit, and without even looking at you, he starts to tell his story. This was many, many years ago, in the time of my grandfather's grandfather. Was the time where the Lakota first crossed the Badlands and found the center of all, the hills that are black. That winter there was great trouble in the heavens. Evil spirits made trouble and sought to lead the stars away and make the night black. The evil spirits were cast out of heaven and fell to earth with a great thunder. On earth, they changed into locusts, doomed to crawl forever. As he says that, Trixie is starting to feel a bit uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Can't really put your finger on it, but you feel weird.
Does this story
The
sound
locust
familiar
wanted to-
at all?
Make an occult check.
Can't wait to get my new dice. That's a 90. Okay.
This doesn't ring a bell.
Okay.
It doesn't match any story that you've heard so far, but for some reason it hits close to home. Cannot really figure out why.
Okay.
He continues. The locust wanted to return to the heaven, but could not. So they sought to make men crazy and keep any more human beings from ever going to the heavens, so that they might rule the earth and deny any more human beings the beauty of the sky. The crickets sang their strong song to the Arkiara and drove them crazy, so that the Arikara no longer remembered their ancestors or sang songs to the buffalo or the coyote. They became greedy and wasteful, and then began to eat the flesh of other human beings and drank the blood of their own children. Trixie, you're feeling oppressed right now. The fire seems to be burning so hot at this point. My grandfather's people were troubled. Finally, they decided to join with the Lakota and make war on the crazy Arikara before the locusts could sing their songs to anyone else. My grandfather's grandfather, Shadow of the Moon, asked Wolf for help. Wolf taught him a song that would stop the mouth of the locusts and confuse their brains. My people fought long with the crazy Arikara and killed them all. The locusts sang great songs, but the song Wolf taught was stronger. The locust fled deep into the earth and went to sleep. Now, the company men have come, digging for gold and other stones. They woke up the locusts, and the locusts are driving them crazy and making them sick. But now you have come. The owl told me that it is for you to stop those evil spirits or drive them back into the earth. And as he's saying this last part of his story, he's looking at you, Trixie, deep into your eyes, and you feel bad. You feel panicky. Something is wrong. Something is not right. And he's looking at you so deep. You don't even know if he's seeing you with those dark eyes, but his eyes seem to be peering deep into your soul. He says, maybe you should witness. And he gets up painfully, takes a stick, and pounds it to the ground and starts humming. A very deep hum. And he looks at you all the time. Another stomp. And he looks at you. And you start to feel wrong. You start to feel oppressed. You being not okay. Everything is going bad at this moment. You want to get out. You want to exit this shack, this place. You want to leave that region. All of you who are currently watching Trixie, you didn't even notice Trixie, but you got up. You're almost like walking backwards to the door. And you start to feel this immense pain at the back of your neck. You see at the base of Trixie's neck, the skin starts to push open and a dark shape starts to get out of it.
Oh no.
A leg. Another leg. As it gets out, you don't even understand how that creature could have been inside your friend. And it peels out and you see this sort of strange insect-like creature. Wings spanning almost 3 feet. It's currently like crawling on the ground and shriveling, and all the time Tommy keeps and in one surprisingly strong blow takes the stick and
Okay, good.
pushes it down the creature, who just shrivels down and dies unmoving. As he does that, you feel somehow relieved.
I was gonna say, I
You-
think Trixie probably throws up right about now.
Oh, you do. Oh, but you do.
That's nasty.
And as you touch the back of your neck,
Mhm.
there is no wound. There is no exit wound. Your skin is soft, smooth. And the creature, if you are curious about how it looks,
I'm not? No.
Yes.
because
Yes.
because I am that bad of a DM, you can see
I have
in your
my cat here to
handouts there is a
protect me.
picture. There is a picture of the creature.
Oh my
No.
god.
Oh Jesus.
Mm.
Okay.
He looks at you all.
That's a
He
few too
just
many legs.
I need to
pats.
get that off. Get that off.
He
my
pats
screen.
Trixie on the back. He gives you a glass of water in some sort of wooden cup.
Mm.
You are safe now. Do not worry.
How did that happen? What I've never seen anything like that. I don't know how that got there. What is happening?
He sits down, led by William, who just helps him down. They are sneaky. They are adept of the darkness. They just know how to avoid detection. But I can teach you the Song of the Wolf,
Yes,
if
please.
you would be so willing. Okay. I would like everyone to make an intelligence check to see if
Am
you
I still at
can.
disadvantage?
You are not.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
to see if you can remember the Song of the Wolf.
Hard success.
Actually, I'm gonna change. I'm gonna
Yeah,
change
that's
that.
a
Sorry?
success.
I'm just.
Okay.
Smart gal.
Mm,
So hard success.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ray fails.
Can
He's
I-
horrified
can
by the
I-
bug.
Is this one of the rolls that I can use, like
You
the
can.
luck points to lower? Okay, because I only missed it by
Yeah, I was
4.
thinking about that because I succeeded,
Yes, you
but I
can.
want it to be a hard
Okay.
success. I think
Yeah.
she would. I
You
think I'm going
can.
to use luck and make it a hard success because it's
Okay,
3
no
points
problem.
away. All right.
Then I had a regular success.
Okay. So, all of you, I don't know if you have some musical background or something, but it comes to you. It still takes a bit of time to get all the, the subtlety of that sound. It's a very guttural hum with different, intensity at some point, and you start to get the rhythm, you start to get the pitch, and all together trying to help each other, you manage to get that, and to remember that ritual. So from a gameplay standpoint, if you start to sing that melody, you would have to spend 3 magic points, and any of those creatures that is nearby that can hear you would be repelled instantly, and it has to make a save to see if it's actually like paralyzed onto the ground.
Mm.
Keep in mind that the more of you sing, the more the range expands. So one person would sing and cover a range of 5 feet around you. 2 people would go to 10 feet, and so on and so on.
Okay.
Just keep in mind that for every round that you sing, it takes you 3 magic points.
3 magic points. Okay.
That takes you the better part of the morning and a little bit of the afternoon as well. They do provide you with some food. It's just, some woodland animals, nothing insect-like, so feel a bit reassured. I would still need all of you to make a sanity roll for what just happened in the shack.
I'm fine.
And we still have minus whatever we had from the last game.
Yes.
I'm fine. I have.
I mean,
Ray's fine.
it doesn't count as like you lost that many per day. It's just that you didn't gain any sanity point during the night. Just yeah. So
Because
how did?
my sanity is 55, but I lost 3 the last game, and
Okay,
I just
so you're
rolled a
like-
55.
Okay, so yeah, no, you failed on this one.
Right.
Ray
Ray's fine.
Ray is fine. Okay, Hazel,
I'm fine. Yeah.
you're fine. Betsy, you're
Fine.
fine too.
Mhm.
Okay, so just
It's all
Trixie.
me.
I mean, it's fair. It did come out of you.
I know,
Mm.
right?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
It makes sense. It does make sense. So
Yeah.
Trixie,
Uh-huh.
you do lose 3 sanity points.
Great. So now I'm down 6.
All right. So as you try to gather your emotions and stuff like that, Tommy just wishes you good luck in your endeavor and hope that you're going to be victorious. What
Same.
would you like to do?
Did we want to ask about the drawing?
Oh, you can, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I will show him.
I'm not showing him my drawing.
I'm showing him my drawing, and I'm gonna ask him, do you know what this means?
He takes the paper and doesn't really look at it. He just gives it to William. You gather that he does have a visual deficiency. And William looks at it. I mean, it does look like some old drawings from the Arakira tribe, so that could be related to the locusts for sure.
Okay, because the person who run the camp, he killed himself, and this is what he drew before he killed himself.
He's dead?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like-
Yesterday. Yeah.
I'm very sorry to hear that. He was a good man.
Yeah, apparently pickaxes aren't just for the mining, they're also for heads.
He seems very confused by that statement and tries to not, with that, no pun intended, but he doesn't dig any further.
Just be careful because Officer Updick is trying to blame it on you, even though it's clearly a suicide.
Huh.
So
This guy has a problem with everything that is slightly darker than him. He's a
Yes.
pain in the ass.
We
That-
had noticed.
Don't worry. We've been
Did we-
dealing with him for a while now. We're used to him. It doesn't matter.
Did William work at the mine?
No, I did not.
Okay.
I did supervise all of those who came from the reservation to work with them because they kind of needed to have a middleman to smooth things over when stuff get a bit tense. But I did not work there. No.
I have 2 questions.
Yes.
Are all the natives that came back from the camp, are they okay? Have they heard the song and they're, not in any danger?
All of those who came back, yes. 2 of them did not. They died before they actually
Before
decided
they
to
could
come back.
Sorry to hear
But-
that.
Yeah,
And
it's bad.
how did Tommy know that thing was affecting me, especially since he can't see? What did he do to detect it?
He looks at you with a little grin. He's like, let me tell you something, lady. I have given up trying to understand how Tommy does Tommy things long ago. This guy is beyond my reasoning. I pride myself in being very down to earth and very, a logical person. I have seen him heal people and know stuff that I never understood, but he's always used it for the good of the people, so fine by me. But he
Is Tommy
sees,
not there for me to ask him?
he is. He's just like
Oh yeah,
resting a little bit.
I wanted to ask
It
Tommy.
seems to have, yeah.
Yeah.
He looks at you, even though you're not exactly sure his eyes are actually looking at you, but he turns to you and he's like,
Right.
I saw your mind. Your mind was clouded, disturbed.
Mm-hmm.
You're not completely yourself. This is one of the first signs. The locusts love to take over. They made the whole tribe crazy. They just want power. They want to be in charge. They took your mind, and I just saw that something was off. And looks at the sky, and you see just a dark owl just circling on top of the hill. I have eyes everywhere.
Okay. So that's an
Speaking of that-
innate ability that you have. It's not like the song that's something you could teach us.
I'm afraid not. This has been given to me by my family, but from what I have seen, you will be okay.
Have you
Thank you
noticed
very much.
anyone? Have you noticed anyone else in the area? I mean, a lot of material has gone missing from the mine. We're trying to figure out maybe if it's somebody else has been around and able to remove it.
He turns to William. William, yeah, we have noticed some weird stuff going on there. The trucks of the mining expedition have been going where there's no actual mine. Some of the trucks were actually going a bit further east, down in the woods. We don't exactly know where, but we noticed that they were not going in the usual routes. So this seemed suspicious. But they were NWI trucks, for sure.
Thank you.
So is Jack still with us? Is he the one that told us that that's not? There was
Jack.
we asked.
Yeah, Jack preferred to stay outside. The moment he saw the creature, he got up to throw up and just did not come back in.
But was he the one that told us that there's been no trucks that are suspicious or not, doing what they expect? Was he the one we were asking, or was that?
Yeah, that was Scott.
Scott.
And what he mentioned to you was that there was no weird truck coming in or like external truck coming out. It was what William is telling you here is that these are trucks from the compound who seem to have gone that direction.
Right, but they're not going. I had asked him if there was somewhere besides the mines like a dumping ground or something.
As far as he knows, no.
That might be worth checking out wherever the trucks go. That doesn't look like it's on mining business.
From what I noticed, William continues, they only go out in the middle of the night. So you might have to wait it out a little bit. They only come out by night. We kept a remote eye on them because it is not usual, but we have enough to deal with at the reservation with everyone being angry and scared, I'm sorry, I cannot help you more.
No,
that gives us a place to start. We appreciate it.
He extends a hand and says, I wish you good luck. I hope you're going to find whatever is causing this. Feel free to let us know.
Are we done here, ladies? Make Redfoot happy?
I think so.
At the mention of Redfoot, William is like, you know what? I think I'm going to ride with you for a bit just to make sure that he doesn't cause any more trouble. That's an excellent point. Thank you, sir.
I would like to ride as far away from Betsy as possible, just because she made herself a target.
Is there? As shotgun blast is an area effect.
Exactly.
Okay. So if you're on your way back to the camp, could everyone give me a spot hidden roll, please?
Just a regular success.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a regular also.
Regular success.
Okay.
Nope. 99.
Nothing.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Oh, no. Uh-oh.
We'll say.
You can't even see your horse.
Yeah,
I make sure that
one straight off the other.
I make sure that I can grab my gun just in case.
Okay. Hazel, Trixie, and Betsy, you do take a look around and you do notice some rustling in the leaves, but very further away. Betsy, you have a pretty keen eye. You do see what seemed to be the shape of Redfoot just looking in the distance, but he's not getting any closer. Ray, you do not notice there is a branch on your way that hits your face very, very hard.
But the rest of the trip goes without a hitch.
Not feet.
And it is roughly 4:30 p.m. when you reach the camp.
Okay.
Should we go save the people in the infirmary before anything else?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. If we all, however big the infirmary is, we kind of figure out how many of us need to do it, and I'm happy to be one of them.
Yeah.
The infirmary is not very large. It's a very small building, but you have enough to have 2 rows of bed, like in length, like that. Overall, I would say, let me convert in my head.
Also, not just the ones that are in the beds, but if anyone in general has been feeling off.
I think we should gather
we can get them
anybody who has a headache.
And prepare.
Now that we know that the headaches and the off feeling are early symptoms,
I didn't have a headache. So maybe we need to get everybody in as close a proximity as possible.
Yeah, but you had a nightmare. So maybe anybody who
Yeah.
has the nightmares. We need to make sure those are the people that we get first. There is a priority.
Yeah, their priority.
Yes.
The ones we think have actually had exposure.
And we should have people ready to kill the little things whenever they get out, because we don't want them running around.
So you gather the people who have been exhibited nightmare recently. Overall, where do you gather them? In the infirmary?
Are willing?
Yeah.
Okay. You do get a dozen or so people plus the sick ones.
How big is the infirmary?
Yeah.
The infirmary
How many
is not very
stingers
wide.
does it take?
Make an intelligence check.
Everybody?
Yeah.
That's a hard success.
That is an extreme success.
All right.
Yeah, same extreme success.
Regular.
Okay, so you have the eye. You know how to estimate distance.
See?
To
Spatial
to an
awareness,
inch.
driver.
Exactly, spatial awareness. You gather that you could
When I'm in the
cover
rain.
everyone with two. You could cover everyone with 2 singers. You would be safer with 3. Up to you.
Who's good at killing things?
I mean, I have a gun, but
I mean, I have a gun, but I just learned to use it, so I'm not.
I was gonna
I
say,
have my
true.
cane. I have my cane.
I mean, it depends. Do you shoot better than you draw? Sorry.
Possibly.
If I was to use their cane to kill things, would that count as like brawl fighting?
This would be
Or-
brawl, yes.
okay.
I
I'm good with that too.
I'm pretty high on it. I have a 77, so I don't
okay,
know if
then.
you're better.
Oh, okay.
Nope, you're good.
Okay.
Music for me.
Yeah, my shooting and my fighting are the same, so I'd be happy to give anybody my gun and or my cane,
Alright, we'll use
and
the
I can
cane.
just sing. Yeah.
Okay.
They have like mining gear too, like picks and stuff. So.
Pick. Yeah.
Okay. So, Ray, Hazel, and Trixie, you're gonna do the singing,
Yep.
and Betsy on the lookout. Okay. You gather all those people in the infirmary. They are not happy to be here, by the way, the ones who are not sick at the moment. They keep, having some dark glances against the worst shaped people.
Right.
They're not happy, and they're very
Like to
worried
make-
about what you're doing.
I would like to make sure to lock the door
Okay.
so nobody tries to run while the creatures start appearing.
Okay. I would like you. Do you lock the door discreetly? Or
Yes,
do you...
I would.
Yeah.
Because I can already tell
Okay.
people are nervous.
Okay, then I would like either stealth or sleight of hand.
Yeah, and the last thing we want is a stampede.
I am going to use 3 luck points to make that a success.
Nice.
Okay. You feel that you were discreet enough. You just behind your back, just click. The door is locked. As you start singing, do you explain anything to the people beforehand? Or you just
I'm
start
going to tell them
chanting?
to close their eyes. That it can be a disturbing thing to see, but we're going to help make them better and just trust us.
Make sure nobody else. in the
make
room.
a psychology check.
This is my psychology.
Also, as people start fussing about being near the worst sick, who are obviously at the far end, I'm going to make a point of going down to that end. That's where I'm
Okay.
It's a
going from.
hard success on my
Hard
psychology.
success, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Most of them obey. They do close their eyes. There's just a couple of them who are just too, who is that woman talking to? Like, what the hell does she want? So they just cross their arms and just look expectantly.
Don't be sorry.
You take a deep breath and start humming.
Mm-hmm.
I would like all of you to remove 3 magic points from your character. And the sound of that humming gets louder and louder. And as you all sing in perfect harmony right now, it feels like for each of your voice, you feel stronger, you feel bigger, you feel more in control. Doc Simmons watched the whole scene and does not understand squat at what you are doing right now. The most conscious sick people just look at you with awe and worry, but you continue, and the humming goes louder and louder. And among the ones that you gathered today, one of them starts screaming bloody murder. He's falling to the ground on his knees, just clutching the back of his neck. He's yelling, and you keep singing, and you see that familiar, disgusting sight of a shape, dark shape, coming out of his neck. Let me see if he... Okay. The creature does resist and try to leave the room. Running towards you, Betsy. What do you do?
I'm gonna try and kill it.
Okay. Roll a brawl check, please.
That is a success.
That is a success. He tried to dodge and just slide to the way, and the cane just lands a few inches next to it, and he tries to circle past you, goes to the door and notices that it's completely locked. It's trying to go under it. Do you attack again?
Yeah.
Okay, you have one more chance of attack. Roll it.
That is a extreme success.
Extreme success. It's trying to slither under the door, and it's almost halfway through when you completely pierce it from side to side, and it's agitating for a second and just falls limp on the ground. The miners around you are freaking the fuck out. They are panicking. What the hell did you do to him? What the fuck did you do to actually grab you by the neck, Trixie? You're the closest one to him. One of them just grabs you. What did you do to him?
We saved him. That's what we did.
You saved him? What the fuck did you put in his neck? What the hell is that?
We took that out. Is it in him right now? No. Yeah, it's dead now.
Some of them just try to grab him by the shoulders and push him against the wall. She speaks the truth, you asshole. Look at that. They killed it. I have no idea how it went into him, but they killed him. So I'm sorry for his behavior. Can you please explain what happened? We are very lost right now.
Before she does, do any of the people who were sick look any different?
They don't actually. They look at you with a lot of confusion, but none of them seem to react during the chanting, and none of them seem any better at the moment.
And the one that it came out of, he was one of the ones that was really badly off.
He was the one that it came out of was not one of the sick people. It was just one of the ones that you gathered that had nightmares.
Okay.
So they're visibly confused, but at the moment, at the very least, the guy that it crawled out of seems way better right now. He seems relieved somehow. I don't know what you did, but thank you. All the other ones are freaking out and try to leave the room. Some of them are walking towards you, Betsy, move. We're going away. We're not staying there any moment longer. Move or you will be moved.
I'm not stopping him.
Okay. You go to the side. He tries to open the door and notices that it's locked. unlocking it, just slams it open, starts to leave. They, one by one, all leave until you're only left with Doc Simmons and the sick.
No, at least it's one less, I guess.
The doc looks at you, say, I have done medical studies. I don't remember seeing that kind of stuff. What is that?
Like, pick it up and hand it to him.
It is surprisingly lighter than you thought. It's very, very light. It seems to have a very hard, titanious outside, but yeah. Let me actually see if he holds the puke. No, he's good. He's good. He's seen some dark shit. He's okay. Stuff. He's seen some shit. Okay, that's... Can you just put that away, please? Thank you.
Yeah, right.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Take it a couple of times and then put it in the trash.
Yeah. He just follows you and just puts the lid on the trash. Let's not open that again, shall we? Yeah. Oh.
You did better than Jack seeing one of those things.
Well, I mean, I'm older than him and he's a lightweight.
Also a doctor, so that probably helps. You've probably seen some disgusting stuff.
That must account for something. You're right. Nevertheless, what do you do?
I expected more of a result, actually.
Maybe there's a limit of when we can pull them out.
But if they... Gross, but do they lay eggs in there? What, you know what I mean? Like, making them sick without having the creature to come out.
Well, I think they just need to hear their song to start going crazy and stuff, right? Not necessarily have one in there.
It's only the strongest that seem to have them actually there in them. So yeah, maybe some have
that's what I was thinking.
Some have heard it, but not got the parasite.
Mm-hmm. Or it moves once it infects you. It can just move on to a different person to infect.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Did it leave something behind? And now, I don't know if hearing the song that we did will improve things, or if we're too late. Yeah.
But I'm starting to think that the sickness is nothing to do with this. It could very much be what they're mining. I don't know much about it, but
I was thinking we might try to get some rest now so we can be up in the nighttime.
The middle of the night.
Watch the truck. Yeah.
We lost an occultist. There she is.
Her power was too great, we lost her.
Yeah.
To try to investigate what they were telling us about seeing trucks driving in the middle of the night. So if we kind of get our rest here early in the evening and get up at night to try to see if we can have a vehicle ready for us that we can follow.
I mean, vehicles are kind of noisy though, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Use a horse again, maybe?
I'm all for horses, but
follow
I know some of you at night it can be dangerous. So.
Yeah. If we're following on a road that a truck is on, they will have headlights. And if we stay on the road, we should be okay. If you don't want to
Do
take a
you,
vehicle.
before you take that rest, do you have anyone that you want to mention that to, or do you keep it to yourself?
I don't really trust anybody. Do you guys?
That would be the closest one, but even then, I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah.
Well, I definitely don't want to get shot in the middle of the night thinking that we're like some of the miners taking off, like stealing their stuff. So,
We should probably at least run it by him.
Who? Jack or
I think Scott would be better
Scott? Mhm.
because Jack's just gonna tell Scott.
And we are doing this to look at the pitch blend, which Scott knows
Right.
about now.
Yeah.
right.
All right.
Okay, so you go to Scott.
Mm-hmm.
He is currently in his office, filling tons of paperwork, signing off people leaving, and just general waivers. Oh my God, guys, this is a sight for sore eyes. Did you find something? Please, did you find something?
Ask the doctor about it. He
Yeah.
has something in
It's
his
in his
can.
trash. Yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't want to carry it around. It was kind of disgusting.
What is in his trash? I'm confused.
What we found.
Okay. Is there any way to be a little less cryptic? This is very confusing to me, and I have not slept a lot this night. Please tell me.
Bug, lots of legs.
Yeah. Parasite inside
bug.
someone.
Yeah.
A parasite.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You have to see it to understand it.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you hold on a sec? He leaves and goes to the infirmary.
He wants to see it.
Oh, I'm following.
Yeah.
You're following?
Do you think maybe we should do it to him? Well, I don't know about this. I don't really want to waste my magic points, but
Yeah.
make sure he's okay.
He goes to the trash, and you're just following very excitedly. And he opens the trash and just jumps 1 meter back. Like, what the fuck is that? What? Doc is
I'm gonna
on the
slam the
side,
lid
just
back
like
down.
Simmons is just on the side with a glass of what seems to be whiskey, just like, I know, right? It took me by surprise too. Where did they find that?
In a person?
Yeah, in one of your workers.
This was in a person. It barely can fit in the trash, and you say this was in a person. What the?
I mean, Doc, watch. We're not making it up.
He's looking very confused at Doc Simmons, who just
Jack saw the same thing happen to Trixie.
I'm afraid so, boss. They're telling the truth. Okay, I need to sit. Not here. And he goes back to his office. He sits down, takes a bottle of water. Okay, so there are bugs. Nice. What do we do about them?
The natives have a story about them and a way of getting rid of them. We've been told how to do it, but it is taxing.
Yeah, we did it on all the people. Well, they did it on all the people that were showing the symptoms of the nightmares and stuff, and we only got one. So.
Huh, okay. Well, at least he seems still very, very confused about what's happening. But at least we have a way of protecting ourselves, I guess. I mean, it's at least we have a shot, but I mean that doesn't really help us if we don't know where they're coming from or like what they're doing. What would they do just creeping inside miners?
They, from what we can tell from the stories that the natives told us, they turn you crazy. I
mean, I barely turned crazy just by looking at that shit. So yeah, I would say it checks out.
Yep. I'm assuming they're coming from that mine that you have closed down.
The 828?
Yeah.
Well, at this point, I'm ready to believe anything. So, yeah.
I'm
that-
assuming you guys started mining and you guys woke up something. Because according to the story, they were drove deep underground.
Huh.
Is that the deepest that you've dug so far, or are there other deeper
Ooh.
shafts?
It's not the deepest, but it was pretty deep. It was like 40 feet deep or something. It was not the deepest.
What's your deepest?
I think it's the gold one. If I recall it, we go to 70 feet or something. We're still a recent, mining camp. You said something about trucks.
Yeah, I was going to say we need to. Trucks have been seen leaving here and driving not towards mines in the middle of the night.
Really?
Yeah.
That would explain how they took
And
care.
they're branded with the company logo.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, maybe that's how they did not get recognized. Oh, do you know where they left or when they left?
In the middle
East
of the night.
in the middle
yeah.
and in the night is all we've been able to find out so far.
So we kind of wanted to try a stakeout tonight. Follow one.
That seems like a good idea.
See who's getting in the trucks. Maybe we have
Yeah.
somebody at the garage to see who's getting in it, but not be seen, so we can follow and see where they go.
He ponders the situation for a second. Yeah, I think it's a good idea. We should watch that gate and just try to follow whatever is going on. We might get answers there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I trust anyone right now, so
Yeah, we feel the same way.
Yeah, I think we should not mention that to anyone.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any ways to defend yourself? I have a gun. I can be useful, but do you have stuff for you? Oh wow, you're packing. Okay, I see.
Yeah, got a gun in his jacket pocket.
Yeah. Hazel.
Oh wow. Okay. Wow.
We're not stupid. So.
Life in the city is harder than I thought. Okay, well,
especially when you're the thing making it hard.
Yeah.
Makes sense. So, what time do you think we should meet, and where should we go?
I think we should stick together, but somebody should be at the garage or wherever the trucks are leaving from to try to see who's driving. And then... Go ahead.
Maybe he should be the one watching on who's driving. Because he's going to recognize them more than we will.
And then we
and
can
they
just
might get spooked by one of us being there.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas another one of the guys from here, you'll blend in more.
That's a good way. That's a good thing. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stay near the trucks, trying to stay out of sight, and just keep Bazley with me in case they wonder why I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
And you go near the. What side was that? East.
East.
Maybe go to the eastern gate or something, and just try to see where they're going or something. Okay, let's do that. It gets dark really early these days, so I mean, right now it's still a bit early, so we can take a little bit of rest, maybe an hour or two, and around 8 or 9 we start looking. You okay with that?
8 or 9?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, because it's dark, yeah.
Okay, well, if I see anything, I will come to you. If I see the trucks going, I will just let it go past my view so it doesn't notice me and come get you, just in case we miss something, okay?
Maybe just in case as a backup, we can mark down the mileage of the trucks. So if we lose it or something, we can see which truck they've taken and how many miles it's gone.
Yeah.
Smart.
Yeah.
That's smart. I'm gonna take notes of that. I'm gonna note what truck has what license plate in case we need to have
Mhm.
a
Right.
bit more tracking to do. Not a problem. I'm on it.
Okay.
I'm very
And,
very
you
good with taking notes.
Companies bring in new legislations all the time.
Yeah, I guess. That's true. Well, I think I'm gonna rest a little bit before because this
Yeah.
seems like it might become a long night. But
Right.
let's meet around 8 or 9. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. See you guys.
Okay.
So do you take a little bit of rest in the?
Yeah.
Okay, not a problem.
Can we eat first?
You definitely can. Definitely can.
Yeah, it's
The
gonna be a long night.
the cook does remind you.
With the natives, it's not like we haven't eaten all day. They made us some
The cook
lovely
has
venison.
he has no problem giving you food right now because there's less and less people that you can actually see in the camp. Many people left. By the time you prepare yourself for your stakeout, almost half of the camp has left.
Fair.
So you eat, take a little bit of rest, and start to make your way discreetly near the east gate. Could I get a stealth check from each of you?
Are we doing horses? Or are we just gonna see what do you guys want to do?
You tell me.
That's what
What
I'm
did
asking
you
my group.
guys?
You gonna try to follow on horseback?
My only worry is that none of us have really ridden a horse before besides Hazel.
Me. Yeah.
Her name always has a Z.
That's true.
It's
I
gonna
did
be
not
a
notice.
thing now. Oh, it does, huh?
Yeah.
That is
Zell,
weird.
Hazel,
Yeah, Zell,
and Miss.
Miss,
Wow.
Hazel. Yeah.
I
All
did
3 of
not-
my kids have Z names, just saying.
Oh,
Okay, I
nice.
did not see that coming. Wow.
I didn't
Okay,
even
so
realize.
stealth. Let me know.
Hard success.
Success.
Nice. Okay.
Fail.
Okay.
That's
Oh, no.
Okay, that's a pretty good average.
I'm just gonna whisper
Ye-
to everybody, like, does anybody else feel like we maybe sent him into a really dangerous situation and he's not really qualified to be doing?
better him than us.
Betsy coming in with the wisdom.
You stealth as much as you can, and you just wait, and you wait, and it takes hours, and you're tired, and you're starting to be cold. But the night progresses, and around 3 or 4 a.m., you hear the rumbling of an engine starting, and
Is this
before you,
is it the
What?
same that I heard the night before when I was asleep?
it is.
Okay.
And after a few moments, you see a truck from inside the camp driving east. Make a spot hidden, everyone.
I got you.
Ooh, nice.
Okay, that's
Ooh,
That's a
okay.
success.
so
Mine is an extreme success.
that is mine is also an extreme success.
Okay. You do see pretty clearly the face of the driver. It does not ring a bell. It's not one of the people who went inside the infirmary with you. It's one that you have just seen around the camp, but didn't
With
pay
that,
much
do
attention.
we spot the number plate?
You do. You can note it down. I will not give you a license plate because I do not have one right now, but you do take note
Is
of
there
the
just-
exact license plate.
Is there just one person in the cab?
Right now, there is only one, yes. As the truck drives away further and further, you hear a second, smaller rumble from the camp. And you see arriving in the pickup truck that picked you up at the train station, Scott, who kept the lights off and said, "I saw him. Was Billy? Hop in." Hoping we're gonna try
Billy?
to follow him.
Okay.
Was
Hop in
it?
the truck. Billy?
Billy?
Yeah,
He said
apparently.
Spitty.
No, it was Billy. So he's trying to take as much distance as he can and keeping the lights off, but he kind of tries to follow the tracks on the ground. I would like to know, first of all, the two of you that would have gone in front with him and the two of you that would have been in the back.
I mean, I think it would have been the same as when we got here. Me and Trixie
Yeah.
in the front, and Hazel
Yeah, I
and
was like,
Jack in the back.
that would
Okay.
Ray
have been
could have
before.
defaulted straight into the back. Let the ladies take seats.
Okay, so in that case, Trixie, Betsy, I would like either a spot hidden or a track check.
Ooh, we're spotting hidden. That's not even close. That's almost double. Nope.
I rolled a 2, and that's extreme success on track.
Yes.
Wow.
Ooh.
Circle
Okay.
that one. You get to improve
Circle that
too.
one. This is
Cool.
good.
Mm.
All right. He almost takes the wrong path at some point, and you're just like, dude, there on the right. And you just like course correct, and you drive for roughly 20-25 minutes,
Mhm.
deeper into the woods, and you eventually find on the side of the makeshift road, I would say, the truck, currently abandoned near a cliff. At the very base of the cliff, you do see what seems to be a cave going inside. Guys, I think we should stop there. I don't want them to notice us.
Mhm.
I think we should go back and then come back after we know this truck is back, and then search this place. Now we know where it's at.
Okay, do you agree, guys?
Yep.
You don't want to go look in now.
I'm worried
As you
that we're
wish.
gonna get caught, and
There's 5 of us.
Well, you don't know
There's
how
one
many
of
there
him.
could be in there. He could be
Mhm.
meeting other people.
We could be meeting the local Betsy.
Not the local
Ooh.
Betsy.
I'm supposed to be the one bringing the scary stuff.
I didn't know
Well,
any
if-
doppelgangers were in this one.
If you want, I can, hide the truck in the trees. We just wait until they leave, or if you want, we go back to the camp. Up to you. You let me know. You've been way more efficient than me so far.
I just don't think we should go waltzing in there right at this moment.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe just
Do you want to just watch
watching
for a while,
before
see if
doing
they're
anything?
unloading?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
If
not a
somebody
problem.
wants to stealth closer and
I mean,
Look.
yeah. I
Okay.
mean, this is smuggling, and if our smuggler is kind of saying, "I don't like the feel of this,"
So what, Ray? What do you think we should do?
Right now, the first thing would be definitely to hide the truck so they don't
Yeah.
see us.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Could everyone make a stealth check, please, to try to, cover the truck as good they can, with different foliage and stuff.
I'm no help
nope,
whatsoever.
it's a fail.
It's
I'm
a
gonna
fail.
use 1 luck point to make it a success.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
You're like, here's our
Yeah.
truck right here.
Okay.
I'm
Well,
tempted, but
thankfully,
that's a lot.
Yeah, for everything
Thankfully,
that Betsy
Scott
seems to
rolled
be putting
pretty
on the
good.
truck, between Ray and Trixie, we're taking it back off.
yeah. Trixie is trying to make some nice floral arrangements, to make it fancier, but this kind of counteracts the stealth here.
Yeah.
But anywho, the truck seems roughly hidden. Plus, given that it's pitch black and it's by night,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it would not resist closer inspection, but it's good enough for what you're trying to do.
Okay.
So, are you watching the situation from where you are?
Yeah,
or
waiting
is
and
someone
watching
getting...
from
Okay.
the car. I don't want to get any closer. Does anybody else?
Not
Want to?
particularly,
Feel
no.
comfortable that they can get closer?
Yeah, I was gonna say I want to, but I'm not capable of. So.
don't think I can get closer without getting caught.
Yeah.
I think it might be better to just sit here and watch.
I don't
Okay.
feel sneaky enough either.
Yeah.
I think I'd rather stay here.
And we
Okay.
definitely know you're not sticky enough, but thanks for.
Well, I'm trying, okay? I'm a geologist. This is not my forte.
I know.
Hit her in the geologist.
I mean, rocks normally stay put until you find them, not the other way round.
Fair.
Rude. Rocket ball.
That's what I said generally.
Within the next 10 minutes or so, you do see that pretty sturdy guy looking straight ahead, just walking to his truck, loading some heavy rocks onto some sort of cart, brings it back to the cave, stays there for a few moments, comes back, loads, goes back, comes back, loads, comes back.
It's the
Does
same guy who
this-
was driving.
He's the same guy, and
Really?
he's looking empty as he walks. And after roughly an hour of loading, unloading, he goes back to the truck and leaves. He did not seem to have noticed you.
And he was not in the infirmary when we did the song, right?
He was not.
Okay.
This is disturbing, guys.
Mhm.
What do we do?
Do we want to go try to look now that he's gone?
I think
Do I
so.
still think it's a good idea to go in quietly as we can.
Just in case.
Hmm
Okay. Well, how do we do this? Like, who's going first?
mean,
Who's going back?
I don't know if you need to go. You could
You
be
can
like
stay.
the getaway.
Yeah.
No,
Yes, I
don't
could
know if we
stay.
all, maybe just one of us can go and look. I'm not
to
that
you.
great at stealth.
I think you're
but
absolutely right. I'm going to stay here and watch, just look over, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Sounds
He-
like a
some
plan.
loud
Like,
noises.
slap him on
Get
the
the
back.
truck going.
He gets his gun out of the holster and just like shaking.
Put it
So
away.
it's like,
Just put it
don't
away.
think we need that
I'm
one.
okay.
No. If you
I
hear
got you back.
loud noises, you may want to start the truck.
If
Okay.
here's what I'm gonna do. If I see something coming, I'm just gonna, I don't know, make an animal noise or something that, I don't know, some noise that you could recognize, so you know to get the fuck out.
like
What do you think?
An owl. An owl.
An owl.
noise. That's a
Got
nice
it.
creature.
Whoo.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. All right. So who's going in?
Before we
All
do,
of
I
you?
want to give him a sip out of my flask, just for nerves.
Okay.
Down.
He takes the
Yeah.
flask, just nods to you, and he did not get the concept of sip. He downs the flask.
Well, that is lovely.
I will.
just- I just give
That's rough.
Hazel.
Mm.
I just give Hazel my flask. Like, here, I'm sorry.
I promise I will refill it when we get back to the camp, but I need that.
Yeah,
Oof, that's
I'll-
rough.
Yeah, I think Ray should drive back. That's okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
So what
one
order are
of
you
us
going
going-
in?
I'm okay staying here because I'm not very sneaky.
I'm.
I'm indeed that.
Then you can.
I'm
go.
happy to stay up in the driver's seat just in case we need to do a getaway.
Right?
I have
Okay.
to go in by myself.
So
You're just checking out
you're just
the
looking.
entrance and making sure there's nothing like. I mean, I can follow along
Yeah.
behind you, a ways, so you're not completely alone.
If you don't want to go, you don't have to. This is completely
I just don't think I should go by
voluntary.
myself. I don't think anybody should
Okay.
go by themselves.
Okay.
Yeah, well, okay, I can go. That's fine.
So
Okay.
why don't we get the car turned around, ready for a quick getaway? And Ray's driving, And who are we with? Scott in the middle,
Scott,
and
mhm.
I'm on the passenger side with my gun.
Yep, and then we'll
We'll go
just
check
jump
it.
in the
And
back.
Hazel and Betsy will go in, and if we need to make a quick getaway, they can jump in the back.
Yep.
That's our plan.
Yep, yep.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a plan.
Right. So
Here's where it all falls apart.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep, best
people
laid
going
plans.
in. People going in. I need 2 rolls. First, a stealth check, and a spot hidden, please.
Ooh. Extreme for the stealth.
Okay, I'm gonna
Yay.
use 3 luck points to get my stealth to a success.
Okay.
And
So
then
that's
spot
a
hidden
normal success. And then
is
spot
a
hidden is in... I never know the name.
hard success.
Oh. Hey, win.
All right. As you get to the mouth of that cave, it is pitch black. You see nothing. You're just trying to let your eyes adjust with whatever moonlight can peer through it, but it gets dark after just a few feet. You get inside, a few steps, trying to look around. Since you rolled pretty well, you do notice that towards the end of the cave, it seems to thin and get a bit, narrower and narrower. And from the very end, you seem to see some movement, some very, very faint movement. And you hear some skittering. And that's it.
I knew that's
You
what
do
you were
all-
going to say.
You do also notice a
Skittering.
very faint, very, very faint glow from the very end of the cave.
I'm out. Hoo 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 hoo.
You going out? Okay. All right. As you are doing
What?
this, as you are getting, while you were getting a little bit deeper inside the cave, just before getting the fuck out, Raymond, Trixie, could I get a spot hidden from you two?
Critical success.
Is he
Critical
staring
success.
at Scott?
Okay.
Let's go.
From
Calm
just
down,
have-
dude.
Trixie, you're focused on the cave, and all you see is darkness, but you have some sort of tunnel vision, and all you see is the cave, and that's it. Raymond, you are understandably so a bit nervous, so you're just looking around and noticing every single movement. And at this time, you do notice that around the cave, there's not a lot of vegetation. The grass seemed to have withered and died. You actually notice that you're not hearing anything, no birds, no animals, nothing. It's disturbingly quiet, except from one click next to you. And as you turn around, try to see where that noise came from, you see Scott, his gun, holding it in your direction, trembling. Guys, I don't know what's happening. I'm not controlling anything. Please help me. What's going on? He's going to try to shoot Trixie.
Tell him a geologist.
Trixie, could I get
Yeah,
a dodge roll from you, please?
a dodgeball. Let's see. That is down there. Okay.
Nope. Raymond, give me a
Shot
dexterity
again.
roll. You have a chance to act before Scott. Let me know what you get.
Oh no! Jen, you missed it. There was a shot sound effect.
Mm-hmm.
Success.
Thanks, Adam.
Just.
Just success? Okay. you do manage to just like, since you were the one to notice that, you just managed to quickly push the gun slightly to the side. You hear this resounding bang. The shot goes very close to your head, Trixie. But when you look at him, his eyes are panicking. He's sobbing. He does not understand what's going on, and he's aiming and is ready to shoot again. Hazel and Betsy, you hear that gunshot coming from outside the cavern, and you are running, booking it. I would like to know everyone's dexterity value, please.
40.
5.
50.
20.
Okay. 20 dex?
Yeah.
Wow. All right. So I'm sorry, Betsy, how much did you get?
50 is mine.
50. Trixie?
40.
40, okay. And Hazel?
55.
55, okay. Hazel, you're the first one to act. What do you do?
Are we still en route back to the truck?
Yes, you are a few feet inside the cavern and trying to run towards the out.
I guess. So do I know? Because it's pretty dark. So would I even be able to tell what happened or anything like that, or like
All you
who
hear is a
shot the gun or
gunshot
anything?
and some screaming coming from Scott. You would like, since you have not seen anything, you would ascertain that maybe he got shot.
Right.
But that's
Okay. Then I would just kind of run closer and maybe hide behind some trees or something and take out my gun and try to figure out who is shooting or
okay.
what's attacking
As
me.
you run outside the cavern, getting your gun at the ready, you instinctively look at where you left your friends, and they are currently, both of them, looking at Scott, a very, very nervous and agitated Scott, who is currently aiming at them. You feel pretty hidden. You do see that he did take all of your round to get out and like get a lay of the land, but you do know now that Scott is the one who shot. Okay, Betsy, what do you do?
Since I heard the gunshot, I'm gonna pull out my gun and just beeline for the vehicle because my friends are there.
Okay, you do get there, and pretty much same siege as Hazel. You just notice the scene and trying to take in what the hell is happening. Scott is currently aiming your friends. You do not really understand what's happening, but that's pretty much your turn. It is Scott's turn. He is
Afraid of that?
shaking, deeply shaking. It's like, I'm so sorry, I don't know what's happening, please help me. He aims his gun and is going to try to shoot Raymond this time. Raymond, could you give me a dodge roll, please?
Nope, fail.
Oh no.
Okay. The shaking was to your advantage. He did aim a little bit wide, and the gun misses you barely. Okay. Trixie, please. What do you do?
I'm gonna try to knock the gun out of his hand.
Okay, make a
'Cause
brawl
I'm
check.
I'm super good at brawling.
No. Okay. So
Not
you
even.
try to get the gun out of his hand, and he just like pushes you away from, like swing of the arm, and you are completely pushed to the side. It is now a creature's turn. You behind you, Betsy, you hear some skittering in the distance. You still have a little bit of, like noise in your ear because of the gunshots, but behind you, you turn around just enough to see a very small shape in the shadows and what seems to be a tiny bit of light. I would need you to make a dodge roll, please.
Oh.
Okay. You don't know exactly what's happening, but you feel instantly this pain you've never seen before. You have experienced pain in your life, but this is beyond everything you have suffered so far. You are crawling to the ground and shaking with pain and anger, and you're screaming to the top of your lungs. You are currently completely incapacitated on the ground with the worst pain of your life.
Huh.
Now, Raymond, what do you do?
I'm gonna try again from my side to try and disarm Scott.
Okay, make a brawl check.
No, failed.
No.
Failed. Okay. You try to grab
He's
the
so
gun, and
happy.
he's like resisting as much as he can. He just like pushes you on the side and already cocks his gun for his next attack. Hazel, what do you do?
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot Scott.
Okay,
I mean,
so
that's the only thing that makes
roll a
sense.
firearm check.
Okay. That's a success.
Mm.
Okay, you roll for damage.
Yeah, I've never shot a gun in this game, so I'm like, I forgot to
It
get a dice out.
kind of works like a D&D game where you just roll for damage depending on your weapon you use. I think yours is a D10. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm over here
If
looking
you
for my
have
D10s.
38
and they're
caliber,
all-
it's a D10.
Mm.
I think I have a
That's what mine
45,
is.
but it's still.
All right.
That's and then it says +2, and then in parentheses. it has
Yeah, this is
that's
in
what-
case you do an extreme success, so you're good.
Okay, so I rolled a 2.
how much? Okay, 2. You graze his shoulder enough to get him to get on the side and avoid, hitting Raymond. He is currently bleeding from his shoulder. So, what are you doing? What are you doing to me? And he's deeply disturbed. Betsy, I would need you to do a power check, please.
Mm.
These dice keep failing me. I'll pick another one. Success.
Success. I'm afraid it's not enough. You do try to gather yourself.
No.
You manage to get up, but you are still immensely painful at the moment. You could do your regular turn. You would have a penalty die right now until you shake that off.
Okay. Well, my options would be to. Can I get to the side of the vehicle with my turn?
You could. Yeah. It's probably going to take the whole turn, but you can get to the side of the vehicle, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna get to Trixie's side.
Okay, so you get to Trixie, still screaming to the top of your lungs, but yeah, you do reach her. Okay, Trixie.
He still has the gun in his hand.
He does right now.
That does?
He was preparing to
Okay.
fight, but he got sidetracked by getting shot.
Right. I'm gonna still try to knock it out of his hand. That seems to be the logical thing right now.
Mm-hmm. So brawl.
Oh, thank God. That. Where is it? It's under. I'm gonna spend a luck to make it a hard success.
Okay. What are you? Are you just
I'm
trying to hit
trying to
him or
get
use
the
the
gun
cane or something?
I'm trying to knock the gun out of his hand.
Okay. So from the ground, you just rise up and just throw yourself at him and just grab the gun and just throw it on the side. As you throw it, you hear another gunshot leaving, and the gun is thrown away a few yards on the side. But he's currently unarmed.
Okay.
Betsy, the skittering gets closer to you. It gets closer and closer and closer, and with unnatural speed, you see that shape coming towards the group, and you all notice it coming from outside the cave now. It is the same kind of creature that you have seen before, just extremely fast. It took all his turn to get out of there, though, but he's currently out in the open. Raymond, what do you do, Raymond?
I was gonna say. now unarmed, so.
Talking a free action.
Yeah,
Yes.
Sing.
yeah.
You try to sing?
Yeah, I'm gonna try.
Okay. Rub off 3 points out of your character sheet. 3 magic points. And as you try to gather yourself and get your breath back, you start humming. You do gather that it does not reach the creature that got out of the cave. But you do see Scott screaming in pain and falling on his knees. And the creature creeps out of his neck and does not succeed his roll and is currently paralyzed.
Oh, good.
Okay. Hazel.
So can I see Betsy and what is kind of trying to get to her?
Yeah. From where you are, no
Okay.
problem, yeah.
And how close is it to her?
Right now, well, Betsy is close to the group right now, so the creature would be, I would say, 20 feet away now.
Oh, okay. Then I'm gonna try and run closer and shoot it.
Okay. Roll for firearm.
Okay.
It's going to be a high difficulty because it's a very small target.
Yeah. Ooh, I rolled a 16, so that. I'm going to use 4 luck points to make that a extreme success.
Okay.
Nice.
So given that it's an extreme success, you would roll the damage die plus the max
Okay.
damage that you could get because of impaling. It's the thing in parentheses.
Parentheses.
So it's 10
So it's-
plus whatever you rolled.
8 on the die.
Okay. The creature is pulverized. Like legs are going in every single direction. There is nothing left. All right. You still have the creature next to Scott right now.
Mhm.
Betsy, you feel much better.
Hey.
The pain just suddenly vanished. You don't understand even what that was. What do you do?
So I'm gonna open up the door
Mhm.
and I'm just gonna try and hit the creature that's paralyzed to kill it.
Okay. So run for brawl with a bonus die because it's paralyzed.
What does the bonus die do?
So you roll the 10s twice and you take the better score.
It's like
Oh,
It's the
advantage.
equivalent of advantage.
Okay.
So,
That is a hard success.
hard
Yes.
success. Roll for damage.
I'm so happy that I'm on push to talk because I'm singing it along with it.
Okay. So my unarmed is 1d3 plus DB. What is that?
DB is your damage bonus. It should be on the lower right of your character sheet.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So that's 4 points of damage.
Okay, with 4 points of damage, with a disgusting crack, you just see the creature stumped under Betsy's boot and fall limp on the floor. And everything goes quiet except from the moaning of Scott on the floor, currently bleeding.
I'm gonna try and patch him up.
Okay, make a first aid check, please.
Mhm.
That is a that hard success.
Okay. Yeah, you do patch him up pretty good. It was barely a flesh wound. He's like, you managed to stop most of the bleeding right now. He's still gonna need some medical attention, but what happened? What the hell was that? I'm so sorry. I did not want to shoot you. I'm so sorry.
Okay, it's okay. Calm down. Calm down.
Calm down. Have you seen what the fuck crawled out of me?
Yeah, it was one of
Yeah.
those again.
We tried to tell you.
Oh my god, what do we do? Can everyone make a spot hidden, please?
Yeah, I was gonna say, is there anything else coming out of the cave?
Extreme success for Ray.
A 0
All
on
right.
the 10 is a 10?
Yeah, if
Yeah.
it's double zeros
Okay.
and a 10, it's 10. 54.
Oh, no. Okay.
Which is?
Oh, sorry. I don't know why I just said
I had you.
54. It's a success.
Mine's
Okay.
a hard success.
Okay. Everything around you seems very still, and you do not discern any movement from the cave anymore,
We just
except from
close
that
this
very
cave.
faint glow at the very end.
Yeah, fuck that glow. Can we close this? Can we just cave it in?
You do have some explosives in the pickup. You could try to use that, but this is probably going to require Scott's help, because none of you know how to handle like mind-grade explosives.
Is that a time-sensitive thing or a better off happening in daylight thing, so we can see what's
If there's more of
happening?
those crawly buggers in that cave,
Yeah.
if we can stop any more of them getting out and getting to the camp, that could be useful.
Up to you.
Yeah, we could all go sing in the mouth of the cave too.
But that only goes out so far, so I mean,
Mhm.
I don't know how deep the cave is, and I really don't want to find out.
Yeah, I don't know if there's other
Wow.
exits though. You know, mines have
That's
several.
And Ray is not a magic user. He is nearly spent.
Yeah.
I was gonna
Okay.
say, how do those replenish, or do they not?
They replenish at a rate of 1 per hour.
Okay.
Okay, so did I replenish the
mean-
ones from earlier then?
You
Because it's
did.
been 3 hours. Oh,
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
that's good to
So
know.
Yeah, the ones
Or-
from the infirmary
Okay,
you would have
that's cool.
replenished, yes.
All right.
Oh. Scott,
Yeah.
do you know anything about this cave?
No, and I'm not sure I want to.
Oh, I meant, like, do you know, like, it's not connected to the mining facility at all? You don't have any papers about it?
No, we never went there, as far as I knew. We never had any mining expedition there. Plus, this cave, and he looks at the way it's done, this is definitely not man-made. It's a natural cave.
That's disturbing.
I want to blow that shit up.
Let's do it.
I don't want anything to get out of that.
How long until morning?
Right now,
Yeah, because it was like
I would say, like,
4.
3 or 4 hours, not more.
It was about 3 or 4 a.m. when we followed Billy. So maybe like
I think
5.
it was like 2. I think it was like 2 or 3.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, daylight is about to creep in not too long from now.
Mm.
You could try to wait it out, see what happens.
Did they say, I might be misremembering, but didn't they say they could only do stuff at night? These little creatures?
He did mention that. That's what they gathered from it. At the very least, they only saw people coming out at night. So that's what they assumed.
I mean, it's up to you guys. We can go ahead and blow it up now, or we can wait till daylight and have an extra precaution.
Wait, so the bugs can only move at night? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's what they suppose.
Okay.
Based on the story that was told.
Okay.
I don't know if that's true, but
It did sound like they preferred darkness, so that'd be night.
Mhm.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, it makes sense they would all hide into a cave. That guy that we saw, and he looked, you said he looked empty,
Mhm.
Yeah,
and,
he
but
was looking into the void.
but we had saw him in the camp,
He did,
right?
and he looked
He
fine.
He didn't come to the infirmary?
Nope.
No.
When we get back, we need to
Yeah,
on him.
he's first on the list. See, that's the other thing.
Okay.
What else is he doing right now? Back at the camp. Do we want to just blow up this cave and cave it in right now, and then go see what Billy's doing back at camp?
He might not even know if he was so blank stared.
Right.
That-
Well, Scott didn't know.
Yeah.
Well, he did know, but he couldn't control it.
But I mean, like, when we showed him the bug in the infirmary, he didn't,
Oh, yeah.
know anything was wrong. Like, I didn't know anything was wrong with me. I just thought I had a bad dream.
Right.
Having been through this, Trixie, you would know that you had no idea that you had that in your head.
Yeah.
You just knew that something was wrong. You didn't know what.
Yeah.
What if I'm
Scott quite
for
likely
like
would have put it down to stress.
yeah. I mean, if we sing, that gives us kind of like a buffer area to at least set the dynamite or whatever we have to do,
Yeah.
even though it's nighttime. Like, and then
Yeah.
we don't have to worry about this anymore.
Yeah,
We
I
can deal with
have-
the other stuff. I don't know.
I'm
I
happy
have
to do the
plenty of
singing.
me
I'm
too.
happy to do that too. Like, let's go ahead and get it over with. If
Yeah,
Mhm.
that way we don't have to come back.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm counting on you guys. You watch my back, okay? I'm so sorry again. I'm so sorry.
Just
I'm
in
totally
case, can I have
down.
your gun?
Totally down to shoot you again.
I'm not touching a gun ever again
As
in my
needed.
life. Not a problem.
And we just hand
He
him
goes to the
explosives.
truck and gathers the explosives, and as he's trying to set them up at the mouth of the cave, you do see that the very fine details of like setting those charges up, this is really beyond what you would have been able to do without
Mhm.
a technician. And he does put them in very specific places
Mhm.
and takes a few steps back, says, okay guys, cover your ears, is going to be huge.
Okay.
And
I do.
just
What
presses
is
the
a
handle, and
cannon?
you hear this resounding boom, shaking the whole ground next to you. It takes a few minutes for the cloud of dust to dissipate, but from what you can see, the entirety of the cave has collapsed. Can everyone make one spot hidden, please?
Ooh, okay. I rolled a
I'm-
4.
Success for Ray.
That is
Okay.
extremes.
You got
Okay.
it? Okay. I success for me too.
So,
Yeah, mine was
Betsy,
an extreme success.
you looking at the rubble, nothing is going through there ever again. The whole inside of the cave collapsed, the entrance collapsed. There is no way in or out of that thing anymore. It is sealed shut.
Good.
For the sake of brevity, because we are on a bit of a time crunch,
Okay.
I assume you would go back to the camp.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Okay. What would you do back at the camp? Just so I know. What would you be your first?
We would get Billy, and I would sing.
Okay.
I would be. I would want to like gather everybody in the mess hall for like an announcement,
Mhm.
and just to get everybody in there. And I think we all sing. Like
Yeah, but I would.
make sure
I want to
everybody's- make sure Billy's there.
next to one of us and make sure he's
Yeah. Mhm.
definitely in the radius.
Yeah.
This time you're very, very exhaustive. You take literally everyone at the camp, the cook, got every single person. And the only one who does react to your singing is indeed Billy. He
Okay.
panics, understandably so. But with all the people gathered there and you who knew what to look for, you do manage to find the last creature and completely obliterate it. As the next day comes, we will figure out your skills after the stream. Everything seems to be back to normal. Unfortunately, the people in the infirmary, some more died, but you don't have more people coming in. And over the course of the next few weeks/month, the mine will actually be shut down by NWI completely, and all activities will cease.
Mhm.
You will get your reward and payment from the head office in the form of a check that you're free to cash in wherever you like. And after just a few weeks, you try to recover from that time in the woods, trying to enjoy a little bit of, city time and not panic too much at the sound of every single bug crawling. Trixie, you kept in touch with Paul Lemond. the medium. You kept like
Yes.
regular, writing with him, and you have noticed over the course of the last few weeks that he has been writing less and less, until at some point
Okay.
it completely stopped. No news from
Okay.
him, no idea what's happening, until you get a call from his mother, Irene Lemond, who says that he has disappeared and she needs your help finding it.
Okay.
And that's why we're going to stop for today.
Okay.
I'm sorry for the little bit of rush at the very end, but you were just so close to the very end. But nonetheless, you have completed your mission for today, and the next step of your journey will take you to find a lost medium.
All right.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, everyone, for sticking with us. It was a very fun game. Wish to see you in the next episode. And in the meantime, bye, everyone. Have a good day.
Bye.